This is the Anker SOLIX F2000 portable power station, PowerHouse 767. And here's how it's been for me after real use at home, on the driveway with tools, and out at a campsite. I picked it up because I wanted one box that could back up my fridge during outages, run a few heavy kitchen appliances, and double as a clean power source for camping weekends and the occasional RV hookup. I was excited by the 2048 watt capacity and 2400 watt pure sine wave output, but I was honestly nervous about the size. It's 67.3 pounds, which is no joke. The good news is the suitcase-style design with the easy tow handle and big wheels makes it far easier to move than it looks. I'm rolling it more than I'm lifting it, even over gravel and grass, which is exactly what I hoped for. Key features that stood out to me are the long-life LiFePO4 battery, the fast AC charging, a serious 1000-watt solar input, and the generous port layout. LiFePO4 is a safer, longer-lasting battery chemistry. Think roughly 3,000 cycles to 80% capacity, instead of the 500 cycles you see with older lithium-ion packs. The 2400 watts inverter delivers clean AC power, pure sine wave, and SurgePad lets it ride through brief spikes up to 3600 watts, which matters when a device draws a quick burst at startup. The front panel is simple and accurate, showing percentage, live input-output watts, and time to empty or time to full. I also really like the LED light bar. It's soft, usable light with 3 levels plus SOS, not a gimmick. Ports are grouped smartly. 4 AC outlets, a dedicated TT30 RV port, 3 100-watt USB-C, 2 USB-A, and 2 12-volt car outputs. Inputs are on the rear, AC on one side, solar car on an XT60, so charging cables don't tangle with your devices. It ships with AC, car, and solar cables, and the 5-year warranty is a real confidence booster. From my experience with day-to-day power, it's a powerhouse for typical household loads. I ran a coffee maker and an air fryer together, and even tested a toaster plus a Ninja Crockpot air crisper. The peak surge I saw on the display was just under 2900 watts and it stayed up, no shutdown. I also cooked on a 2130 watts induction hob without drama. For a more modest test, I powered my TV, AV receiver, modem, and router together at around 430 watts. The runtime estimate was about 4 to 5 hours from full, and the actual drain matched what I expected after accounting for inverter efficiency. For the fridge, I paired the F2000 with the expansion battery for 4096 watt-hours total and tracked nearly 2 days of runtime during cycling, plenty for a typical storm. Not everything was perfect. Induction motors can be touchy. My miter saw was fine, but a big table saw and a pressure washer didn't always start cleanly. The inrush current on those motors is quirky, and even though the running watts are within limits, the startup surge profile can still trip the protection. So if your plan is to run larger tools with induction motors, I'd test your exact model. I also ran into a home wiring quirk. Plugging into a kitchen circuit protected by a modern dual-function AFCI-GFCI breaker caused trips. Moving to a standard breaker solved it. If you see mystery trips, try another circuit. On the UPS side, the switchover is very fast, under 20 milliseconds, but my smart fridge's display rebooted once during a brief outage. The compressor kept running, but the screen flickered off and back on. That tells me this is a solid line interactive UPS alternative for general home backup, not a substitute for a true online double conversion UPS for mission-critical gear like servers. Charging is where this thing shines. With AC, it'll take up to 1440 watts, so 0-80% lands around 1.4 hours, and full is roughly 2 to 2.5 hours. Fan noise measured at about quiet office levels for me when charging hard, and at moderate loads, I barely notice it. I appreciated that I could throttle the AC input in the app. When I tried topping up from a small gas generator, the default 1440 watt pull was too aggressive and caused a start-stop loop. Dropping the input to around 700-800 watts made the charge steady and painless. Solar charging took a little learning. The MPPT handles up to 1000 watts, but the current limit is 10 amp when your array is 11 to 32 volts and 20 amps when it's 32 to 60 volts. That means if you just parallel a bunch of 12 volts panels and keep voltage around 20 to 24 volts, you'll hit the 10 amp cap and leave watts on the table. I started with 4 200-watt panels in parallel and only saw a couple hundred watts in bright sun. Rewiring to series pairs to get around 40 volts instantly unlocked much higher input, putting me on track for the performance I expected. If you're new to solar, more panels in series raises voltage, more in parallel raises current. This device prefers higher voltage within the safe range to access the higher current limit. The app is handy for checking watts in-out, battery percent, and toggling AC or 12 volts outputs. I use it to adjust AC charge speed and to turn the light on. Bluetooth can be a bit fussy. Sometimes I need to press the Bluetooth button on the unit to repair. Wi-Fi control is better for monitoring from another room. Firmware updates have improved things, though once I had a weird schedule bug that cleared after an update. Build quality is excellent. The unibody shell feels rugged, and the carbon fiber accent on top gives it a nice finish without being flashy. The handles are secure and well placed, and the wheels feel durable and quiet. Anker claims the chassis is drop-proof. I didn't try to destroy it, but it took some bumps getting in and out of an SUV without any scuffs or rattles. It's big, about 20.67 by 9.84 by 15.55 inches, so I plan where it sits to avoid creating a trip point in tight areas. In my opinion, this is a prosumer power station. It's easy to use at a basic level, but it rewards a bit of know-how. If you understand that Life PO4 trades weight for longevity, that series solar wiring is the path to higher watts, and that some motor loads are tricky, you'll get outstanding results. It excels at what most people actually need in an outage or off-grid weekend. Refrigerators, microwaves, coffee makers, CPAP, lights, laptops, camera batteries, routers, and an RV shore cord through the TT30. The fast AC recharge means you can top it up between uses without babysitting it all day. It's perfect for RV and van life folks who want a clean, all-in-one system with a real RV port, for homeowners who want strong, multi-day backup without installing a whole house generator, and for creators or contractors who need a quiet, dependable power source on location. From my experience, the few quirks are predictable and manageable once you know them. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants serious portable power, plans to use solar properly, and values long-term durability. If your needs are light, just phones, lights, and a cooler, it's probably more than you need. And if you must protect super-sensitive servers with zero tolerance for any switchover, a true online UPS is the safer choice. In conclusion, the Anker SOLIX F2000 PowerHouse 767 nails the fundamentals. Big usable power, fast charging, thoughtful design, and a battery that's built to last. The weight is real, but the wheels and handles solve it. The inverter is strong, the solar ceiling is high if you wire it right, and the 5-year warranty shows confidence. I'm keeping it in my rotation for home backup and trips because it's proven reliable, flexible, and worth learning. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.